Hello, hi everyone. We are Ayoub and José Antonio, and today we're going to talk about the Aristotelian and mechanistic worldview. To introduce this topic, we're going to answer the three first questions. What is a scientific paradigm? What is a worldview? And what are the philosophical consequences and implications? Then we're going to explain the Aristotelian and mechanistic worldview, and after that we're going to mention the philosophical implications of these worldviews. What is a scientific paradigm? A scientific paradigm is an explanatory model that scientists use as a reference in their research work. This was introduced by Thomas Kuhn and is used today in scientific research. What is a worldview? Well, simply a vision of the world, a way of seeing, of thinking about how the universe is like, its origin, and so on. What interests us to study are the worldviews that philosophers and scientists have produced throughout the history. What does it mean for worldviews to have philosophical consequences or implications? This means that worldviews modify the set of reflections on the essence, causes, and effects of natural things. In short, it affects our way of seeing reality. Aristotelian worldview. It was introduced by the Greek philosopher Aristotle. It was a cosmic model in accordance with common experience, a stable earth on which objects settle naturally, and a crystalline sky with stars that revolve around us. The result of Aristotle's natural philosophy is a universe with the following characteristics: perfect, eternal, full, the universe is full of matter, geocentric and geostatic, endued with movement, the cosmos has a dynamic order, divided into two regions, sublunar and super. Mechanistic worldview. Mechanism is a model that affirms that the only form of causality is the physical influence between the entities that make up the material world, whose limits would coincide with the real world. In metaphysics, this involves the denial of the existence of spiritual entities to explain reality.
Well, characteristics of the mechanical universe. The heliocentric model. Copernicus proposed the replacement of the geocentric model by the heliocentric one. These are its most outstanding characteristics. The Sun remains static and located in the center. The planets rotate around it. The Moon revolves around the Earth, and the orbits of the planets are circular. The Earth experiences three movements: rotation, translation, and oscillation. The contribution of Kepler and Galileo. Kepler published his work Astronomia Nova, where the three laws that describe the movement of the planets are collected. First law: the orbit of the planets is not shaped like a circle and that the planets orbit the Sun. Second law: when they revolve around the Sun, the planets travel equal areas in equal times. The third law serves to relate the trajectory of the planets. Galileo's contribution was basically to provide a physical support to Copernican astronomy. For this, he limited the field of research only to those questions that were verified through sensitive experience. He designed useful instruments to improve observation, such as the telescope. Newton's physics. Newton formulated the three laws of dynamics: law of inertia, law of force, law of action and reaction. From this, he established the law of universal gravitation. Newtonian physics is the best example of a scientific paradigm, since the law of gravity is used to explain electrical and magnetic phenomena. How did Eratosthenes influence Ptolemy? Eratosthenes is credited with the invention of the armillary sphere, by which he determined the angle of inclination of the Earth's axis of rotation. He determined the interval between the tropics of the complete circumference of the Earth, resulting in this obliquity